Hello everyone, it's Meredith. I am here with our daily message for Friday, the 29th of March, 2019. We're going to use the Crow Tarot today. I thought I would also go over some of the astrology. So, as you all know, I'm not an astrologer, so I print off the info, which you could easily do. However, I do think it's important at this time because we've had quite the experience with the Mercury retrograde, and thank goodness it's direct now. We're all very happy about that. So what's going on in the cosmos? We have Mercury and Uranus connecting in a semi-square, which can leave us feeling distracted. And there may be some tension or concerns over new developments or pending decisions. We can feel pressured to make a decision or stressed out. But this can also be a time for seeing a tricky matter in a new light. So what I feel here is let's take our time doing things. If we notice we're feeling pressure, where's that coming from? If we're feeling stress, well, how are we talking to ourselves? And let's bring it into loving compassion and kindness. So what else do we have here? It says our sense of responsibility is stronger than usual and we aim for efficiency in most areas. With the moon's transit of Capricorn until like 10 minutes to 10 p.m. today, the Capricorn moon is responsible and practical, and since Capricorn is a cardinal sign, it's also action oriented. This trait is highlighted today as the moon harmonizes with Mars, which connects us more closely to our instincts. So combine, this is good. We can combine our instinct with our intuition and take really efficient action on our goals and dreams here. It's a good time for activities that engage our emotions. This moon grounds us on the one hand and stimulates our ambitions on the other. So that's really good, grounded and stimulating our ambition, our goals. So the moon is next going to move into Aquarius, but we'll talk about that when it's time. For right now, let's get started with the reading. We have the card from the bottom of the deck. This is a theme of energy, as you know, running through the day. And we have the Queen of Wands. Don't we all just love us, the Queen of Wands? She's sunshine, she's delight, especially when she's in the upright. She's passion and creativity and ambition, so it's a perfect card to combine with this moon energy, Mars energy. That's pretty sweet. I do think we can put that efficiency to work for us today from the astrology. And the Queen of Wands, she delights, she savors, she enjoys, but she gets it done. The girl is swift. Let's see how she connects to the rest of the reading, though. First card, Seven of Wands. This may be the distraction that the astrology is talking about, and this may also be a defensive position we are maintaining from the remnants of Mercury retrograde. This is a card where we engage self-protection. And I do feel that some of us are, tentatively coming out of that energy. We've had a lot of message about loving kindness and compassion for the self. So with the 7 here, that makes sense. But we're also desiring to be like the Queen of Wands, to bring our self-mastery of our personal happiness and joy out into the world. This is like shrugging off a cloak. That's what I feel on this 7. We're just shrugging out of a cloak, out of energy that we're just done and complete with. We're feeling more refreshed, more renewed over here with this Queen. Our wild spirit is desirous of being set free. So definitely be action oriented. Get out into nature if you can, if that's calling to you. And be at ease and peace with this 7 of Wands. This is energy that's on its way out. And remember that 7s in tarot are about heaven touching earth. So heaven is touching earth within us in the form of this bright, sunshiny Queen. And that's just delightful. Next card, yeah, delightful. Because the next card is the 10 of Pentacles. This is all about stepping into co-creating our long-term happiness. There could be a windfall when you see this card, and there could also be something legal being settled. It can be inheritance energy, but I feel that this is organization of our financial situation right now. I know during the retrograde I had a lot of people talk in their readings about harmonizing their finances, and I do feel that this card is representative of that. So if there's something you need to do, from balancing your checkbook to just paying some bills, or being a little bit more complex with it in taking care of an estate or a trust or inheritance, that could be in the day-to-day. Overall, though, I feel that this is this is a happiness vibe when it comes to our long-term goals, dreams, and excited anticipations. Okay, next card we have the High Priestess. There's a lot of, how do I want to put this? Our intuitive gifts are amplifying in a really big way lately. And I do feel as we shrug this cloak off the 7 and come out into this bright, beautiful sunshine, we feel restored, renewed, and we feel that static ebb and disappear from being in the retrograde itself. And it made our intuition, for some people, a little bit harder to be in tune with, to be present with. And my feeling here is that the High Priestess shows up letting us know some of our long-term happiness is tied to the inner voice we're hearing, and we can hear that more clearly now. Then we can take action on it and create passionately with this Queen energy. It's beautiful. So this is something that's fading, and we're glad to see it go. We have gratitude for it. We have compassion and kindness for it. But the Queen, the 10, the High Priestess, this is where we desire to put our focus right now. Also, a reminder with the High Priestess, she's very discreet. So when she shows up, she does like to remind us to be mindful of what we share and who we share it with, because some energies are very sacred, and they are not meant to be shared around with a variety of people. So if there's something sacred in your heart space that you really do want to talk about, maybe consider the caliber of individual you share the information with. Consider a long-time, trusted, loyal friend, someone that you know, love, and trust really well. Or, just delight in keeping it to yourself and letting that sacredness warm your heart space. I mean, think of the beacon you make yourself. See the sun shining out of you with the warmth of this sacred information, and let it bless you. You do not have to share it. Not everything needs to be talked about. Okay, next. What are we doing next? Okay, we're going to use the Wisdom of the Oracle cards to answer our questions today. So this is the Q&A. This is your opportunity to ask a question. Let's have the highest and greatest cards in answer to our questions today. We'll pull 3 of these. So you ask while I shuffle. All right, first card. Here we go. This ought to go with the Queen or the 10. Maybe the 10, the Milk and Honey card. This card reminds me of the 10 of Cups. It's living the bliss of love. It's happiness. It's joy. It's celebration. It's comfort within our own skin. And it's sharing generously what we have to share. It's the beautiful flow of giving and receiving on this card. It's manifestation arriving, and how good that feels as we watch it come in, as we feel the miracle of it, and have deep gratitude for it. There's abundance on this card. So It does go with that 10 very well. We are taking care of something financially. You know, if you got a pile of receipts sitting on your counter that really need to be logged into your checkbook, just take care of it. You'll feel so good for being organized like that. All right, next card. Highest and greatest cards and answer to our questions today. Nice. Flexible. Beautiful card. A lot of strength in this card and the willingness to go with the flow, to bend, to move, to be in synchronicity with the universe. And I do feel it connects beautifully to this 7 of Wands, because this is an energy that's been present for a good number of days, and it feels good to stretch and be free. Also, I feel when we see the flexible card, this is not a time to be rigid with anything. It really is about going with the flow, but going with the flow from our heart space. What do we desire? Are we looking too much for the response of other people before we decide for our own selves? My sense of it is that maybe something lingering also from the retrograde, and the Milk and Honey card is this lovely invitation to choose wisely from our own heart space just for us and take action on that flexibly. Okay, next card. Highest and greatest cards and answer to our questions. I had 2 fall out. Okay, higher power. I'm putting this with the High Priestess. You know, I really do feel that this is messages on the incoming for us from our own intuitive gifts, however they manifest for you. And then the other one that came with it is chop wood. Chop wood, carry water. What do you do before enlightenment? Chop wood, carry water. What do you do after enlightenment? Chop wood, carry water. You still do it. So this also connects very well to the 7. Whatever it is that needs your attention, that's kind of in the mundane, maybe a repetitive task that has been put off because you had no energy for it, this is a great time to get it done. Okay, last card. Where am I going? What do I want? Do I want this one? No. We're going to do Return of Spirit. Let this be our affirmation card for the day. An energy for us to focus on. What is the highest and greatest card as an affirmation for us energetically today? Oh, that's sweet. I feel like it's 2 cards. Actually, my guides are saying it's these 3. Okay. First, we have gifted. We are gifted. And we're feeling gifted in this flexibility as we move out of the staticky rigidness of a retrograde. So, yeah, beautiful. We're stepping into the milk and honey. We're gifted with milk and honey. Then we have union. So lovely card. This is a card for me about reconnection or connection with our beloveds, people that we know, love, and trust. And I do feel that this static has had an influence on these relationships. So we're being gifted with some freedom there. And then we have the card the deck is named for, Return of Spirit. I really do feel like this is, how do I want to describe this? It feels like a breath of fresh air here, a breath of fresh spirit. You know how good it feels when you've been in a hot, stifly room, the energy is close, the air is close, and you step outside into beautiful, crisp air. That's what this feels like, and that's what it feels like to have the retrograde lift. So we are being gifted with that. We're being gifted with connection, to reconnection with those we know, love, and trust, in a way that's clear and, you know, free of the static that we spoke of already. All right, everybody, this is our Friday reading. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know when new videos are available. And do continue to comment. And I would like to throw out there to you, leave a comment about other readings you might like to see. You know, do you want a twin flame or a soulmate reading? What do you want to hear? What do you want to hear from the channel? Because I can give you a daily reading, which is great, but every now and then, I think I'd like to shake it up and bring you something that you're requesting specifically. So leave some comments. Let me know what you'd like to see. Do you want to pick a card reading? Something of that nature. Get creative. Leave the comments. Bye for now, everyone.